So there's game 1, round 7, NRLW. Now we come to Sydney, where the Raiders are in town against St George Illawarra. Canberra having lost 5 straight games. Zahara Temera needs to break that streak. Grace Kemp in the starting role for a second straight week. What sort of platform does she provide? With talent across the field. Harpy Nichols in the fullback role, still looking for her first NRLW try, but it's not far away, surely. And St George Illawarra about to take to the field for the first time since it was announced that Jamie Soward would be moving on in 2025. Kylie Hilda, interesting to see how this team, the Red V, responds to that news. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Maddie. Good afternoon, Sammy. Yes, it will be an interesting day here for the St George Dragons. Obviously, it would have been a tough week at training, finding out that their coach won't be with them next year. So it'll be interesting to see how the players react today.
Tegan Berry, a 2-try star last week in their biggest win of the season, 28 points in the second half. They won 42-14. So Sammy Bremner, as we look at Racine McGregor, what sort of Canberra team does St George Illawarra run into today? Your Roosters beat them last week.
Yeah, we did, Maddie. We did beat them last week, but they are a strong, hard-working team, and they have been ever since they've been in this NRLW. Their game plan seems to be that they hold on to the ball, they work hard, and they wait for you to crack.
Netstrata Jubilee Stadium in Cogra. St George Illawarra kicking off to the Canberra Raiders. The Dragons, if they keep on winning, they stay in finals. But you're right, Harpy Nichols in career game 26, yet to score, but such a good ball carrier. So exciting in attack. Here she is playing distributor, and it's put down by the Raiders. Shante Temera to Kemp, close to the line. Good defence from Tauenier to get back there and make that stop. Quinlan, long. Here's an opportunity. Bartlett for the corner. Madison Bartlett.
Taking numbers there. She had 4 Dragons in that tackle and a nice long ball from Ash Quinlan. Madison Bartlett knows how to score a try. She had a lot of work to do there. That's probably a poor defensive effort from the Dragons. It was a one-on-one tackle and needed to be made, but Madison Bartlett, to her credit, got over the line to score the opening points in this match. 4-0 now with a kick to come. What an exciting match it's been so far.
Yeah, and I agree. I think credit here, once again, as you mentioned, to Grace Kemp, doing what she does best, attracts defenders in the middle, but then Ash Quinlan, with her touch football background, being able to throw a long ball like that, cut out 3 or 4 players to hit her winger.
Energetic start to the game by the left centre. And on the front foot, here come Canberra through Grace Kemp. She'll take some stopping, but she is unstoppable.
So hard to handle, and you could sort of feel from the momentum of this game, she was very much due to get over that try line. But Kylie, just a quick question to you. As a coach, how do you stop her? What are you telling your team on this position on the line? Yeah, look, that's a simple try, and to be honest, it's probably poor defence from the Dragons. They had every opportunity, but you've got to get your body in front. Couple of side tackles there on the side, but a big body of that priority is obviously getting in the front and then wrapping that footy up. But
the 23-year-old, Goulburn-born, Harden product, former rugby player, making a good fist of league as Zahara Temera bangs it over 10-0 in favour of the Raiders.
Week in and week out.
Now Hopkins through McGregor. Tegan Berry shows it once, drifts across the ground. Tegan Berry comes down in the in goal.
Pretty basic football again. Ball went out. They had numbers there, Canberra Raiders. They were just going sideways rather than coming up and getting at her, and she just used a little bit of jink and footwork, got back on the inside shoulder of Zahara Temera. And she's stronger than she looks, Semi.
She is stronger than she looks, but she's also extremely intelligent footballer. Like, I don't think that's a coincidence that she tried to get Zahara Temera to run on her out, because laterally Zahara probably isn't as quick, or definitely isn't as quick as Tegan Berry. So she's used her footwork to step back on the inside after making her commit to running that overs line.
Go back in, hold. He's ready to come.
Zahara Temera. A flat pass and straight through the line. Now the ball out wide and Shaq Dungiai goes in.
That is such a beautiful pass to their back row, running that overs line to give to Shakaya Tungai, who also knows how to get over that try line very, very well. Keeps the ball secure in one hand. I love the put down. That is confidence to get over that try line, slam it down.
They haven't missed a game. Zahara Temera or Ali Brigginshaw. And Zahara celebrates 40 with a sideline conversion. She's a good kicker. Her kick bringing Nichols forward. She drops the ball. It's picked up by Shanae Lendl. Lendl puts a move on Tungiai. And the kick gets a result. Shanae Lendl goes in.
And knocks that ball on from a really great kick. They're the tough ones to catch when you know that that defensive line is running straight at you. So she did well. And we had Lendl get the ball with her footwork that we all know she has a great little step on her. And it gave me a little bit of goosebumps, if I'm honest, that to get some points on the board for the St George Illawarra Dragons. It's no secret that they've had a bit of adversity in camp this week, and this is going to mean a lot to them to play really well and come together as a team today.
Yeah, I agree. Appy just didn't look comfortable taking that kick at all. I think it dipped on her more than she thought it was going to. And Shanae Lendl, she is just one of those players that I think you could put her anywhere on the field and she'd do a job for you. She just turns up, keeps pushing through. Also had a part of our Origin program this year, and purely for she had an outstanding year last year, and the versatility of her. But I agree, Sammy. Great to see the Dragons put some points on the board.
Especially in the attacking team with the Dragons, because it's your last play anyway. So if it's a knock-on, you're probably going to end up where the footy was going to be anyway. So I love, yeah, like you said, both teams attacking the football.
Quinlan gives it to Tauenier! Alexis Tauenier only had eyes for the in-goal, and no one was going to stop this young, powerful middle forward.
And how good is that? That is easy football. It looks like easy football.
Look, as you mentioned, Sammy, it's great work from Zali at 9 there to be able to jump out with speed, which makes those markers have to react.
Conversion attempt. It's 16-all at Netstrata Jubilee in Cogra.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shortcut, isn't it? Like getting, you know the rule. It's trying to get them to the ground. It's a bit of a shortcut, lifting your feet up and trying to.
And Sinbin for. Now watch this again closely. Well, it's an awkward tackle and a horrible landing, but
there's probably more education that needs to go into it around training and understanding exactly what we mean by dangerous tackle and all different types of these hip drops that can become a problem.
Tauenier through McGregor. The Dragons hunting the lead here. Sarah sideline will check on the health of Steph Hancock. The fact that she could walk from the field unsupported is a good sign. Now Takaranga Katoa accelerated towards Shante Temera, who made a fantastic tackle. Now it's Tauenier looking for a double and getting it. Alexis Tauenier off the back of her fellow middle in Takaranga Katoa.
Yep, really easy try here too from the St George Dragons, but in saying that, the Canberra Raiders had numbers there.
Came into today with just the one NRLW try. She has a double this afternoon. Racine McGregor adds the extras. Long from McGregor, numbers to the right for the Dragons, but Bobby Law offload, back for Casey Ray. Casey Ray spots a hole, sprints straight through it.
Her competitiveness and willingness to work off the ball. You see Bobby Law here do what she does. She's come back in the second half after having a HIA and just keeping that ball alive with Casey Ray. And she's fast, she's powerful, gets over the line. The Dragons are looking very dangerous.
Yeah, that try was coming, Sammy. You can't keep handing the football over to the opposition, especially when you're one player down as well. The Canberra Raiders really needed to hold possession, that footy, waiting for their... Great to see Casey go over the line.
Signed until 2026, the longest signing by St George Illawarra at this stage. Racine McGregor makes it 12 the difference, Sarah. Still she goes. That's the reason Darren Borthwick went straight back to her. Temera, the inside ball, Quinlan Beautifully worked by the Canberra Raiders.
She made a great run here. If anything, I think I was going to mention that we needed some support in and around her because she's making those runs, you know, even if a fullback's pushing around, but takes 3 or 4 players in, gets up, plays the ball quickly, and then Sahara working with her half in Ash Quinlan for an inside ball, and it's a great try from the Canberra Raiders, and it puts them back into this match.
We knew they weren't going to go away. This is what the Raiders are known for. They work hard, they don't give up, they're quite relentless. They can bounce back from error.
And the set before that I'd seen Ash Quinlan come over on the opposite side to try and spark something. So, you know, she's been sniffing around looking for that opportunity, so it's so good to see the two halves combine.
Zahara Temera 3 from 4 today. A converted try, the difference. Racing onto the ball. Pasakala made it her own. Here's Grace Kemp. Grace Kemp winding up. There are plenty of Dragons there, but none of them have stopped Grace Kemp. Fighting fans off the hill, come and help us stop Grace Kemp. We need more. Count them here. How many red and white jumpers, but there's only one green one that matters. Grace Kemp would not be denied.
Oh, I'm just in awe. My jaw is dropped. I'm just staring at her fighting off half of Jubilee to get over that line, but isn't she doing awesome? Even her positioning of the football, her fend, she's doing things with instinct. I wouldn't even...
Just the one miss so far today to lock us up at 28 all with 10 minutes to play. Over to you, Zahara. Gets it nicely. It holds its line. It's level again at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium. Now Hollyman. What an NRLW contest this is turning out to be. One
Great
team
afternoon of footy.
leading by double figures. The Raiders, then the Dragons out by double figures as well. All square again. And we've got Robin Zaretti stopped just in front of the hill. Happy Nichols, Quinlan, Zahara Temera, now Soliola. Shante Temera from dummy half to her sister, flat and long. Ash Quinlan kicks through the line, it's still there, knocked on by the Dragons. A fresh set for the Raiders. The Dragons shot to their right-hand side. The Raiders execute brilliantly, and Madison Bartlett takes the team in green back to the lead.
Wow. And Appy Nichols comes up with the goods and absolutely stripped for numbers on the Dragons' defensive right-hand side.
Here's Grace Kemp with the offload late, and they promote the ball.
Oh,
the big dummy and run, Amelia Pasakala.
The Sydney Roosters last season, but I'm also laughing at Semi Bremner here getting excited by that. But once again, Grace Kemp, great run, gets the offload, and then just a great dummy. And goes over for quite an easy try in the end. But here, Grace Kemp, once again, we've spoken about sniffing around Grace and she can get her arms free. And I think she was even, Amelia's laughing herself. She can't believe it.
She can't believe it. The little show and go that every time that happens at training, there's penalties. You never fall for the show and go. But you know what? When someone that powerful and strong's running at you, you're with everything in your body hoping that...
And the goal line was calling her name. The expressions told the story. Zahara Temera knocks over the extras.
Defending in the centres, and
Tegan Berry kicks, chases, Nichols is there! Tegan Berry wins the race and gives the Dragons fans a real highlight late in this one.
Coming up from her own 20-metre line, a chip and chase for herself, absolutely smokes Appy Nichols for speed. I love the confidence, I love the smarts. Single-handedly puts her team back in here for a chance to win this game.
Well, we could be staying for Golden Point, Semi.
I called it.
But I agree, Tegan Berry, she's going from strength to strength. Moved to fullback this season.
Tauenia, McGregor, here's Tegan Berry, she needs to touch the ball often. Botu Moala, back infield.
Oh,
a slip there. Keely Brown is tackled, throws the ball away, and it's ruled knock on St George Illawarra. The Canberra Raiders losing streak is over. Grace Kemp has been colossal.